Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. It is Wednesday, middle of the week, and I'm here in Puerto Rico. I apologize because I've had some people say, "Man, when you getting back home, man?" Because we miss having as many updates as you usually do. No, I'm leading volunteers here in Puerto Rico rebuilding homes. I'm working on one home where we're redoing tile, kitchen completely. Gonna have it so they actually have hot water in the shower, actually have a bathroom inside the house as opposed to a toilet that's on top of a septic tank. Yeah. So I know you miss me, but you got to do things to take care of others in life too, because at some point, you're going to end up being asked, what did you do to make a difference for others as opposed to just yourself? And I want to make sure that there's no doubt that I took care of others. So today's going to be an interesting day. Maybe something big happens today. We'll see. And if it does, let me know if it does. The dumbest thing I heard, somebody shared a link with me to, hey, Chris Carter's show that Chris Carter's no longer on. Chris Canty's on there now. And they were talking about the Dallas Cowboys, if the Cowboys are for real now, or, if they're just beating up on bad teams. And kind of give me a little preview of the Cowboys versus Minnesota, and they're talking about Dak Prescott. Well, la da da da. They always throw the shade on him and stuff like that. And then they're talking about Kirk Cousins, and then they said, Kirk Cousins is a more established quarterback. What? What? Get the F out of here. How do you say that Kirk Cousins is the more established quarterback? Only in your mind, because Dak Prescott, every time the Cowboys have gone against him, he's 4-0. Kirk Cousins has been in 2 playoff games, and he's lost both of those. Dak Prescott's been in 3, at least has won 1. Dak Prescott was Rookie of the Year. In Kirk Cousins' career, now he's had seasons where he's at 4,000 yards, I'll give you that. But the most touchdown passes he's had in the season is 30. Only 1 of those. So how in your right mind do you say that Kirk Cousins, who the first couple of games of the season, they were talking about leaving him on the side of the road like roadkill. He got hot for a few games there, that you say he's more established, more cemented at quarterback than Dak Prescott? That's some bullshit. But anyway, just getting ready to go this morning. Getting my coffee ready. Michael's getting himself up. The Dallas Cowboys have been good at acquiring some talent. I'm not going to say that they've always been great with using the talent that they get, but they have been great at amassing talent. And when I say this, I know people are going to lose their damn minds, but they're getting New England-esque as far as dominating their division and finding guys that are hungry on the cheap that end up wanting to get another contract. See, it used to be when the Cowboys got free agents like Brandon Carr, they signed him to a $54 million contract. And they thought he was going to be a shutdown corner when he was never a shutdown corner in his career. Brandon Carr was exactly what he was, consistent. Nice corner, but is never going to live up to that hype of that contract and things. And when you pay somebody that much money, you pretty much have to keep them win, lose, or draw. Well, when you get somebody like Robert Robert Quinn, who had kind of a down year in Miami, but it seems like everybody's having a down year in Miami. He's not only thinking about this season, he knows the better that I play now, then the better chances that I have a bigger contract. And at my age, I don't have opportunities for a whole lot more contracts. So I need to play lights out. You follow me? And so that's where the onus is on him to play really, really well. And he's going to try and play really, really well. And as you can see, he's playing really well. Either the Cowboys will give him a great contract, or he'll be able to go out in free agency and get a big-ass contract, because people will say, look what he was able to do there. And that's what New England does. They get guys that say, hey, you got a chance to challenge for a ring every year? We haven't got to that point yet. Don't start with me this morning. But you have a chance to go ahead and get yourself together as far as making money with your next contract. And so they've done that with Robert Quinn. And Robert Quinn, he's going to get paid. He's done outstanding. And it might be that with Michael Bennett as well, because what you were kind of told, by some of the talking heads that, he only had 2.5 sacks with New England. And, he had problems with the coaches and everything else. And they basically told you he's done. Well, the Cowboys get him for a conditional 6th-round pick. He had 2.5 sacks with New England in 6 games. He only had one game where he played 39 snaps, and that was the first game of the season. After that, his snap totals went down, and in fact, he only played 139 total. It's not very many snaps. When you think that there's about 60 to 70 snaps per game. Now, I don't have the exact count of how many snaps he had on this one. I didn't have a chance to look it up. I've been busy and running around and don't have much time right here. But in the game that he had, he was dominant. The push that he was getting, he ended up having a sack, 3 tackles, 2 of which were tackles for loss, 4 quarterback pressures, and wreaked havoc on the line. When you think that he was in New England, now what I put out there was this. In New England, he had 2.5 sacks, 139 plays. That means every 51 plays he had a sack, which is actually really good. Because if you were a full-time starter, you would be getting like 16 sacks in the season. And I said at the current trajectory, I figured that the Cowboys would play him about 30, 35 plays in a game. Now, like I said, I got to look up and find out how many snaps he had. But at that rate, that he should get 6 sacks with the Cowboys for the course of the rest of the season. And if you get 6 sacks out of a guy that you're basically getting a 6th-round draft pick for, that is incredible. But I don't think he played 60 snaps yesterday, or 51. He played a lot less. But to have that kind of production, man, you can see that now offenses are going to have hell to pay to figure out who to stop. DeMarcus Lawrence, the last 2 games, has been back to DeMarcus Lawrence, who's hangry. He wants that Snickers chain again. Robert Quinn, he is bending that edge like crazy. Malik Collins, he's in there now getting a push. Now all of a sudden, your front line is a beast. And I look for this defense to get better and better and better. Safety is still a concern, but if you get that push in the middle, like we're doing against the Giants, then you're golden. You are above and beyond what you want. And you ought to be excited if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. I could not sleep at all last night. My shoulder was killing me. I have to sleep on my side or with my hand under the pillows. I literally tossed and turned all night long. So, Cowboys will get back on the practice field today, getting ready for the Minnesota Vikings. And man, I don't know about you. I'm excited about this team. 5-3 at the midway point of the season. Dak Prescott, 2,300 plus yards, 15 TDs. I'll take that. Hope you guys have a great day, and I can't wait to share what I want to share with you later. If you want to see what we're doing here in Puerto Rico, I have my other channel, Joe Boo's Day Job, that I'm posting most of the work and stuff. So I do a video in the morning showing you what it looks like when we start, and then I do a video at the end of the day to let you know the progress. We had a great day yesterday. We ended up half the roof is already redone on the house. We got the kitchen gutted out. We got the windows put in. We're cementing the windows in place so that way they'll be done. Started laying tile in the kitchen. My man got the lights working and the outlets for the hot water heater and stuff put up. I started doing some of the plumbing, and we've got the doors painted. So already this place is night and day different from where it was. So I'm excited as can be that we're here to be able to do this stuff. So. I got 15 minutes to get downstairs. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later on today. And thank you, as always, for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Catch you later.